Hey guys, it's your favorite Unc here. Go ahead and click that subscribe button below so you don't miss a single episode of Nightcap. That button right here. Come for the sports, stay for the stories. Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone wins gold in the 400 hurdles with a new world record. It's the 6th time she's broken the world record since 2021. A new world record, 50.37. She's the first woman to ever repeat as the Olympic champ in the 400-meter hurdles. Only Glenn Davis. No, you don't know who that is, Ocho. But anyway,
I was there when Glenn ran. Go ahead.
Won consecutive goals in the men's side. 1956 in Melbourne, 1960 in Rome, and then you had Edwin Moses, the great Morehouse grad. He won in 76 in Montreal. We boycotted Moscow in 80, and then in 84 in LA he won. And then I think he won a bronze medal too in Seoul, didn't he? I think he got 2 golds and a bronze, but he was going to be heavy favorite. But you never know. Hey, the favorites don't always win. But if I'm not mistaken, Ash, I think he got a bronze. He might have got a bronze in Seoul. Okay. I didn't know. I asked him about you. You knew he got a. I didn't know, Ash. I didn't know. I thought he did though. But he's regarded as the greatest hurdler because Ocho, this joker went 10 years and never got beat. Over 110 races and never lost the finals.
Right.
So
special.
I'm trying to think who finally beat it. Was it Andre Phillips or Kevin Young? They didn't cover track like we do now. We don't, you go on Peacock and they got the Diamond Leagues. But the only thing that you Andre Phillips. Ocho, I'm sorry, Ocho. I'm sorry, Ocho. I didn't mean to say Andre Phillips was the one that broke his streak. I'm sorry, Ocho. But anyway, they didn't cover it like they do now, Ocho.
Right.
Because the Olympics was always covered heavily. Even the World Championship wasn't covered like we covered them now. And so, you had to pick and choose. I mean, you might read it, you might get a glimpse. And obviously the American athletes, especially like Edwin Moses or Carl Lewis, people that did things like that, they talked about them. But for the most part, it didn't get covered. But I'm not surprised by this. I've been trying to tell people, they keep trying to make this a rival. It's not a rival.
Yeah.
Femke Bol has never beaten Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone. Because, Ocho, when you look at it, name something that she does better than Sid. She doesn't have the strength. Sydney is a sub 49 400 meter.
She don't have the foot speed either.
She doesn't have the foot speed. Sydney, in the indoor season, she runs 60-meter hurdles. She'll run the shorter hurdles, the 100-meter hurdles. So she's working on technique. So you don't have the strength, you don't have the foot speed, you don't have the technique. So how do you beat her?
No,
but
you don't.
Today,
they needed
the moment got too big for it, Ocho.
You think so?
I heard. Did you hear a press conference?
No.
She said, "I can't explain it. It was a bad day, but the lactic acid at 300 meters in." When I got to about 300 meters, so 100 meters into the race, Ocho, she said, I felt the lactic acid already build up.
That's nerves.
Pressure. That's nerves.
Yeah, that's nerves. You got to stay relaxed.
You got to stay relaxed.
I'm not sure if she's one that's not used to the big moment, but Sid is used to those big moments. She's used to it.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's still just a race when you can block out the fact that I'm representing my country. If you could block out the fact that I'm at the biggest stage, block out the fact that I'm at the Olympics, it's just another race. And that's the hard part to do. It's the hard part.
You can say that. That's what people say about the Super Bowl. Or it's just another. So why are there 70,000 people already in the stands? And it's 2 hours before the game. It ain't like that. Why are all these people on the sidelines? Why is Denzel Washington? Why is all these famous people standing on the sideline when it's not like that before? And you know what? We've never gone on the road for a week before, been on a location for a week. We normally go in that Saturday, get there around 3:30, 4 o'clock, Ocho, and we back after. We've been here a week. Man, Sid laid down a blistering time.
Unbelievable.
We're going to talk about, and we talked to Mike about this. Look, no Bobby Kersey. I don't know him personally, but I know a lot of the guys that he trains. I know how he thinks. Bobby wants his athletes to leave legacies. And Could it be a possibility she do both at the next Worlds in 25?
Do both.
Where she run the 400 hurdles and the open 400? Or does she bypass it? Say, okay, I'm gonna do the Worlds.
Right.
I'm gonna run the hurdle. I'm gonna try to get this thing even lower, maybe even 50.10, or maybe even sub 50. Right. And then for 28, I'm gonna contest the open 4. She's only 24 years of age. So even at 28, she'll still be in her prime. Right. And if she stays healthy, and Bobby Kersey, you got Bobby Kersey who trains, you got John Smith, his crew trains, Tanya Buford Bailey, who trains a lot of females out, Dennis Mitchell, who trains this group. But knowing Bobby the way that I've known him and studied his athletes, right? Bobby likes a challenge. Bobby's like, when you talk about my athletes, you talk about what they did, what they've done. Nobody else has ever done it.
Yes, sir.
And when we talk to Michael says nobody had ever even thought about doing it on the men's side until I did it.
Right.
Nobody's even come. I mean, the kahunas that you got to have to even. But Ocho, the 4 and the 2 in the same Olympics.
That's crazy, bro.
We've seen guys and gals drop down their 400 meter. We see Sharika Jackson. Yeah, she was a 400 meter. She got a bronze medal in the Worlds one year. Right. We see Fred Curley. He was a 400 meter guy. He dropped down. But to do both, that's crazy. Why and that sprint double, it's really hard. Yeah, Anna Cockrell, she got the silver. In the 6 years since signing an eye-popping 7-figure deal with New Balance in 2018, she's racked up 10 major championships. That's Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone. She's won 4 U.S. championships, 3 Worlds, now 3 Olympic golds. She will run on the women's 4x4. So, hey, she about to get another one. And I told you, Femke, did you see that blistering leg, bro? I saw Femke got tied up at the mix last year when that girl tied her up. Yeah. Y'all actually thought that she was, if they got the baton at the same time, y'all actually thought Femke Bowl could run with Sydney?
I mean, I don't think anybody thought that, but they keep trying to make it a rivalry because they need somebody, because Sia continues to dominate. She continues to dominate year in and year out at every competition, at every event. So they're trying to create a narrative that is a rival of hers, because obviously she's good, but it's just not that. And I don't think there's anyone who's going to challenge it unless someone just comes out of nowhere that we don't know about yet. That's a young what's the word? A young protege. Protege.
You're right.
Okay.
But here's the thing, though, Ocho. We've never seen anybody that have this kind of combination.
Oh no.
The raw foot speed, the strength, and the technique.
And the endurance endurance to that as well.
But you see what she did? She started running 4s.
Yeah.
Bobby would make you're going to run the 100. You're going to run the 200 to work on your foot speed. No, you know what? We're going to put you in the 60 hurdles. Bobby will put his athletes in situations where they're uncomfortable.
Right.
So now when the moment arrives, normally, that's one thing you can say about Bobby Kersey's athletes. Normally they perform very well unless they're injured. And a lot of times, if they're even nicked, Bobby ain't fooling with it. That's a rarity for Bob. If his athletes are, he don't care if it's a world. He don't care how big. He says it's not worth the risk. I'm not doing that.
Right.
So I have the utmost respect. Quincy Watts, he's another trainer. He trains Michael Norman. He trains Rob Benjamin. So I think Fred Curley is in that group out there too. I don't know if he directly worked with Fred, but you look at Sid, obviously unprecedented. Now, remember, Ocho, she didn't even contest the Worlds last year. That's why Femke Bowl won that World Championship. Sid didn't contest it.
Right.
She will have no world title if Sid contests that. Sid is about to be 4 World Championships, 2 Olympic golds, broke the world record 6 times. It's my record. I broke it.
Right. It's going to be 3 goals, but go ahead.
Yeah. Oh yeah. She gonna run a leg. She's definitely gonna run a leg on there. But I'm impressed by this. She's very, very impressive. Remember, she made the Olympic team, 17?
Yeah.
But you can see.
That's crazy.
You can see. And congratulations, Sid. We got a little something coming for your way. Damn, man, my pockets. How much I'm down now, Ash?
How much we down? Don't worry about it.
I think we might be.
Hey, let me tell you what God said now. Don't forget what it said in the Bible.
What?
God loves a cheerful giver. Whatever thee giveth, thee come back tenfoldeth. Hey, don't forget that.
That's what he said?
Yeah. Oh. Whatever, God loves a cheerful giver. All right. And what we doing now, we paying our tithes. And you know what happens when you pay your tithes? He allows the cup to runneth over after that. So don't worry about it. Whatever we done had to pay for these 3 weeks, these Olympics, we're gonna get back tenfold. I'm telling you now.
My cup about empty. it ain't right. He need to put something in there, because right now it ain't nothing in there. Grant Holloway wins the gold in the 110-meter hurdle. Holloway is the first American to win the 100-meter hurdle gold since Aries Merritt, the world record holder, with 12.80 in London in 2012. He's followed by American Daniel Roberts in second, taking the silver. Freddie Crendon, ranked fourth in the world, couldn't complete the podium sweep. He finished sixth. He was nursing an abductor injury, and he even jogged the opening heat and said, "I'm gonna take my chances." So he kind of got injured in between the trials and coming in. Rashid Broadbell of Jamaica took the bronze. Who was that? Noah Lyles won by 5 thousandths of a second. Daniel Roberts beat Broadbell by 3 thousandths of a second. Holloway led from start to finish. He's got a tremendous start, and he wins in a time of 12.99. Lu Shang of China still holds the Olympic record. So congratulations, Grant Holloway. I think he's a little upset. I think he wants more sponsorships. He says, "I don't have a watch deal." I don't know who goes into track and field. Track and field is not a sport like football. It's not a sport like basketball, baseball. It's not one of these major sports. So unless you're Usain Bolt, there have only been a handful of. I'm talking about America now. I don't know what the international. I don't know what they get. I don't know what Karsten Warholm makes, and I don't know. But I'm just talking about Bolt. And I know Carl Lewis, what he got paid. Carl Lewis was kind of like Usain, got the big dollars to go to the meet, show up at the meets. Michael Johnson, but Usain is a different animal.
Right.
So unless you're Usain, the likelihood of those big dollars coming.
Yeah. But I think it's possible though. It's possible to get the big dollars and run track, but you have to be a personality. You have to force yourself or be able to force the people to want to see what's going to happen. You have to have some type of personality about yourself that it makes those companies want to pay, because they know when you get ready to run, the visibility of their product is going to be seen on you.
Right.
You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So you can't just be someone that wins all the time, because that does nothing. But when you add the personality and like this type of aura, where everyone has to gravitate towards you, even a little bit of trash talk, I think it's kind of frowned upon when it comes to track though. But you once you add that personality to anything that you do and you're good at it, sky's the limit. Sky's the limit after that.
Sponsors like who they like. Sid doesn't say a word. You watch Sid, she's stone-faced when she walks on the track.
Yes, you're right. It's different, but
Carl Lewis didn't do anything. Michael Johnson didn't do anything. Sponsors like who they like, Ocho. We can't get mad. We think we do a great job at what we do. I think we do. I think we create great content. I think we have great graphics. We spend a lot of money on graphics and editors and social media. There ain't no lack, but I can't get mad if sponsors want to spend with Joe Rogan and not us. I can't get mad because they want to spend with New Heights and not us, or busting with the boys, or who's your daddy. We just got to create content and then hope sponsors like, okay, wow, they got a big following. People know who Nightcap is. They know Club Shay Shay. They like Unc. They like Ocho. We think there's a way that we can come together and make something happen.
Right.
I mean, but if you got into track and field, Think you was gonna make LeBron James money?
Well,
or you was gonna make Patrick Mahomes money?
Not
Usain is an anomaly.
Right.
Ocho, Usain won 3 Olympic. First of all, there hadn't been a whole lot of men to repeat the double. He tripled the double. He broke the world record. He broke the world record again. Right. He broke the world record in the 200. He lowered it again. He ran time. They said at some point in time, the human body can't run that fast. He went sub 9.7. He went sub 9.6.
Yeah, but you got to understand, not only was he winning, he was a huge personality that everybody wanted to watch. When you add that other dynamic to outside of just winning, I don't care if you was a goddamn steeplechase or what's the one they do this?
Race walking.
Yeah, if you was a race walker, if you're a race walker and you got some type of personality and you add that dynamic to you winning, they coming.
Ocho, but think about it. His last name is Bolt. He's faster than Ocho.
Yeah, it just made sense. Yeah. Hey, everything aligned. And you run track. Your last name is Bolt, and you run track, and you're fast.
I mean, what are we gonna do with that, Ocho?
Yeah, you're right. Hey,
the old saying we used to say, "Boy, that boy faster than lightning."
Yeah.
This man name, his actual name, is Usain Bolt, Lightning Bolt.
Right. Yeah.
Sometimes the stars align.
Yeah, they were.
Ocho, let's see. I think I'm pronouncing this right. Letsile Tebogo wins gold in the 200 meters final with a time of 1946. I believe had he not celebrated, that is a sub 19.4.
Yeah. Oh, you saw him pull up and do this?
He celebrated. Yeah. He's the first Botswanan to win gold in Olympics history. He's the first Botswanan. Wow.
Yeah.
Kenny Bednarek took silver. Noah Lyles took bronze. Tebogo, he lost his mom about 3-4 months ago. If you look at the side of his shoe, I think it had 12/23/80. That was the day, that was the birth date of his mom. So she couldn't have been more than 44, 43. Maybe she hadn't had a birthday yet. So she was 43 years of age. Letsile is 21, if I'm not mistaken. So she was fairly young. And it meant a lot. It meant a lot to him. What gave me pause that Noah could pull this off is that I saw this young man run low 44 in the open 4. So that tells me he's strong.
Very.
I don't know if y'all missed it, but he missed the podium. He ran 9.8, so he has the speed. And if you go back and study, there was a time I think Noah Lyles ran like a 1950. He ran 1957, 1954, 56, something like that. So, okay, he's been running 400 meters, building up his strength. He has the foot speed. He ran 9.8, 9.83, 9.84, something like that. So he has the foot speed. Now he has the strength to carry that, and he's running. Mom was pushing him, Ocho.
Yeah.
Yeah, she had her hands in his back. She said, "I got you today, son."
Yeah.
Oh, man, he
ran a beautiful race. Listen, from start to finish, every phase, every transition that happens when you come out of those blocks, he did to a T. He did it to a T. He got out beautifully. And the fact that he had such a lead by the time that they got to about 110, about 110, 120 meters, it was a wrap. You could tell. It was a wrap. Because nobody was catching him.
He had Kenny Bednarek. Kenny Bednarek he's run sub 19.6.
Yeah.
He had him in front of him. So I got something to look at.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just thought that was a lot of
coming off the curve. Yeah.
I thought that was a lot of distance for Noah because you got to spend a lot of energy. Because Tebogo is not a slowpoke.
No.
And he has endurance. He has strength to hold it.
Yeah.
So,
matter of fact, when I think about it, when I watch the race, and I'm not going to use the excuse about Noah being sick or having COVID. Forget all that. I think maybe it affected him, but he had so much come out of him when he ran that 100. If he was to win this 200 today, I think he would have had to come out them damn blocks and catch the stagger coming off the curve. They would have had to be even. I think they would have had to be even, and not him having to come off the curve and then think down the straightaway, okay, you know what? I'm going to catch people like I do in the 100 on the latter back half, when you can't because you done gave him too much goddamn ground coming off the curve. You're not running against nobody slow. You're running against somebody that can maintain their speed as they go.
Let's just say for the sake of argument, Noah Lyles is healthy. And Tebogo is running like he did today.
Yes, sir.
Well, they're both going to be in the low 19.3s.
Yes, sir.
They're both going to be in the 19.3s. We're going to see something extremely special. I'm just because, like I said, I understand. COVID. I guess it affects your lungs and your ability to oxygenate, bring in oxygen, get out. Carbon dioxide. I don't.
Did you have COVID?
I've never had it.
No, I never had it either. But I mean, those that I know that are around me, I asked them during that time how it made you feel. It made you feel weak. Yeah, it made you feel weak. You had to drink a lot of fluids. So understanding that he had the symptoms of COVID, and then you were able to come out there and run and steal bronze, knowing what it does to the body.
Right.
I mean, listen, commendable still to get bronze, knowing that you just tested positive for COVID, 2 days before that. I mean, no excuse, but it is what it is.
But we've all had upper respiratory. And you know what it's like when you have an upper respiratory. Yeah. It's hard. And trying to play football, I've tried to play football with those, man. And it ain't easy. And I can just imagine
you can barely breathe. Shit.
Barely breathe. And I'm in Denver, which exacerbates
that altitude is even worse. So you got
making it worse.
Yeah.
But let's give Letsile Tebogo his flowers. Yeah. He won. I think they got a silver medal a couple of years ago in Rhodesia. Maybe that was 2012. Was that 2012? When Rhodesia broke the world record in 800 from Kenya. And I think they have a young Botswana that got the silver.
I like it.
Okay. They had 12 athletes. They got nothing in Beijing. They got a silver. This is Botswana Olympics? Yeah. They got a 800 meter runner. Oh, he got a silver. Okay. London. Okay.
Hey, Mo. My daughter say she watching. Hey, baby.
Hey, Mo, how you doing?
Mo, you raced me too. You beat your daddy. You can make you some money too.
So, Ocho, they've won a grand total of 3 medals. They've got a silver, a bronze, Botswana? And now they got gold. Botswana.
Okay. But what events though?
I know. Well, obviously they just won the 200 meters. Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, I think they won. They got a silver in the London games in the 800 meters.
Oh, okay. I like it.
And he was young too.
21. Oh, well, in the 800, the London games?
Yeah. That was what you call him, right? He's Botswana. Yeah. Ike Makwala. They have another 400 meter guy that's really good. I don't think he medaled or anything like that.
Right.
But the 4x4. Yeah, they had a nice relay team. But Tebogo is ain't to be played with. He like that. He's really, really like that. So yeah, I understand. This was an upset because Noah Lyles he's a 3-time.
He was the favorite, yeah.
He was the 3-time defending world champ. He was running some of his best. We've seen him run down Kenny Bednarek at the trials. We've seen him run down Arian Knighton. We've seen him beat Tebogo head to head. But today it just wasn't meant to be.
Yeah.
Let's see Tebogo gold in the 200, Kenny Bednarek silver, Noah Lyles bronze, Arian Knighton missed the podium again with the got a 4th. He just missed the podium. Yeah. Noah Lyles revealed after the race he tested positive for COVID, telling NBC he was feeling really, really horrible, but he never considered dropping out of the field. He's trying to win sport's first Olympic double in the 100 and 200 since Usain Bolt did it 3 times in a row in Beijing, London, and Rio. The first American since Carl to do it in 1984. Ain't a whole lot of women that's done. Ain't a whole lot of men that's done it. Ain't a whole lot of women that's done it.
Right. It's difficult. That's a difficult feat.
Yes.
Man. You know how much energy you are exerting when you have to win one race, then to come back and do it again. Then you gotta qualify.
That's 8.
Well, that's a lot on the body, man.
It is. It is.